First of all, I want to start by wishing every single one of you a very happy new year. It's one of those things that's easy to say, but you know what? It's been crap. It's been a really crap year. The worst year of my life, honestly. And I really know that there's a lot of people who have suffered this year and had a very, very bad time. So sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, and the same for Gio, look, we'll do a joint video together to wish you happy new year, but we both mean it. If you've had a tough time this year, we really do hope that it gets better. By some miracle, on the 1st of January, everything becomes just a whole lot better. Can't be any worse, really, can it? Let's be perfectly honest. Well, West Ham year, well, it's been quite an interesting one. Bit of a topsy-turvy one, but much more good than there has been bad. It's actually been an exceptional year for West Ham United. This is not a year review at all. This is about some transfer gossip, and that was the point of it. But I didn't want it to tick over in terms of the calendar, and we not wish you a happy new year, because obviously tomorrow, yeah, we got the Crystal Palace game, so there'll be other things to discuss then. Hopefully a win. Myself and Gio have already recorded the review. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Okay, here's the transfer news though. Here's the transfer news. Whew, okay, I mean, look, there's a lot of it, as you'd expect. Why not? I mean, the transfer window's around the corner. Okay, West Ham, I'm going to slaughter this name. I really do apologise. Actually, not to you lot, I just apologise to him, not that he watches this anyway. West Ham are interested in a January swoop for Toisin Adarabioyo. Toisin Adarabioyo. I've done it. I've done it. I think that's it. I might just leave it there. Thank you for tuning in. That's a victory. Okay. You remember this lad? You might remember him. He was at Manchester City. He was meant to be the next big thing. When I say next big thing, he really is. He's massive. He's an absolutely massive player. I can't remember somewhere. It might have his height stats. What height? Adarabioyo. That's what we want to know. It doesn't matter. He's very, very tall. Plays for Fulham. I guess Fulham signed him from Man City, where it didn't sort of work out, but he's been doing really, really well there, apparently. Can I believe it? Yes, I can sort of believe this. It's sort of, it fits the David Moyes mould, really, doesn't it? I've got to say, I've been a little bit disappointed to hear that our priority, once again, is a defender. I'm not sure I believe all the stuff that's being said, by the way, at the moment, by the club. It's not being said by the club, but it's getting leaked. The club don't have a list from David Moyes about who their potential targets are. Nonsense. Discount it. Don't believe it at all. We're only looking at defender, not a striker. Nonsense. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that David Moyes, as experienced a coach as he is, backed up by Paul Nevin, who has coached with England, by Stuart Pearce, funny enough, who's also managed Manchester City, England under-21s, been in the England fold, Kevin Nolan, all these people who are steeped in football coaching and badges and tradition haven't all noticed collectively that we need a striker. So I don't believe it. The other thing I totally discount, I've mentioned this before, there's no one available in January. Nonsense. Nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. 3 of our best ever transfers, said it before, Lingard, Schick, Bowen, all done in January. Don't believe it, discount it. It's a cliche. It's easy to say, bloody easy to disprove as well, by the way. However, we are being linked with some other players. Now, this guy is easier to pronounce, which is Lorenzo Insigne. I probably got that wrong. Anyway, having seen him play, I don't believe it. I just don't believe this. He's 30 years of age. Apparently, he's meant to be off to Major League Soccer. I think he's represented Italy. He's a Napoli. He plays for Napoli. He doesn't lead the line, does he? Immobile, that's it. The immobile one, the one that lacks mobility, leads the line for Italy at the moment. 30 years of age, he doesn't fit the bill as far as I'm concerned. I just don't think that he can. I don't believe that David Moyes will be interested in. There's a lot of players I think David Moyes is not interested in, and I've got to say I'm going to put my neck on. I was going to say reputation. I don't have one apart from a rubbish, horrible reputation. But I'm going to put my reputation on the line and tell you exactly who David Moyes is not going to be signing. I could look a bit silly here, but I think it to be true. Before I do, a lot of these rumours are all on the OneFootball app. Now, if you don't have it on your phone or mobile device, get it downloaded. It's free. If you use the link below this screen, click on it. You can download it to your mobile phone. The best thing about it is whatever your team is, when you sign up, you click, you say, my team's West Ham, it will take all the news from all the West Ham websites, all the generic Premier League websites. It will search them all, find all the West Ham stories, newspapers, put them all into one place for you, be it transfer news, injury news, team lineups, all that sort of thing. That's the One Football app. Use the link below. Now, the One Football app is full of the stories of Schick. No, I didn't mean that. They're true. Okay. Now, you will remember this guy, Patrick Schick. You remember this guy from the Euros in the summer. Everyone was making a bit of a big fuss about him. Scored a tremendous goal, didn't he? Scored 2 or 3 goals, as I remember it. And now apparently Agent Souček is on it. Agent Big Sue, Thomas Souček, Potato Salad Souček is on the case. Sorry, why would he be on the case? Because obviously Schick is from the Czech Republic. I watched him play. I'm not so sure. I think it's lazy. I think it's it's a join the dots thing. This is a paint by numbers rumour, isn't it, really? Well, okay, what should we go for? Well, they got Souček, you know. They've got Soufal. They've got Kraut. Let's chuck. If you chuck enough Schick, some of it will stick. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe it at all. I just looked at him, I think, this is not the guy. You know what it's like? Sometimes you look at a player and you think, yes, that guy would appeal to David Moyes. Whenever we do the striker one, whenever we're struggling for a striker, whenever Antonio's out of form, a lot of people say, you always get the comments on there, oh, what, you know, there's a guy over at Ajax doing the business, maybe we should consider him. It's done with a wink and a nudge and it's Haller, obviously. And the suggestion is that, you know, maybe West Ham shouldn't have let him go. Haller wasn't much good at West Ham. And not because Haller isn't much good, but he wasn't much good because he didn't really play very well in David Moyes' system. Because David Moyes wants his striker to do different things that Sebastian Haller does. Why he didn't get on with Chicharito? So, look, I think the Haller deal was a horrendous deal for what we bought him for and then what we sold him for 20 million without a sell-on clause or anything. I think it was stupid. Really, really stupid business. That being said, don't think that even if we'd have had a recall clause on Haller and he'd gone to Ajax on loan, we'd have brought him back and suddenly when Antonio's not playing well, we'd drop Haller into the team now. Haller would start banging in loads of goals and looking great. He wouldn't. People still would accuse him of being lazy, still wouldn't fit in the system, he still wouldn't be running the channels. It's pointless everybody saying, you know, Antonio, get in the box. Consider that David Moyes doesn't actually want him to be in the box all the time. I think he wants to drag centre-backs out of position. When I look at Schick, I'm not sure. I just don't think he's the athlete that David Moyes wants. And I'm pretty sure David Moyes wants an athlete up front. So I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's a good story. I think it's an easy story. Lingard again, yawn. West Ham fans given fresh hope over January move for Jesse Lingard. I'm not even going to open the article. I don't care what it says. I don't believe it. I think every so often, Jesse Lingard, or there's a story, or Jesse whatever, flashes his knickers at West Ham and then puts his skirt down and says, no, tut, I don't think so. That's what I think's going on there. I'm not even going to open the article at all. There's another right. That's right. Rice was a bargain at 100 million. Have Manchester United and Chelsea missed the boat? That's interesting. I'm not going to open that. I think I don't need to open that. I know roughly what it says. Which will be, they should have got him when they could at 100 million. He's worth more than 100 million now. I think you'd all agree, by the way. This is the one. Okay, Tottenham, Newcastle, Southampton and West Ham weighing up transfer bid for, what's his name, Sam Johnston. I mean, I've been saying this for quite some time. It's very hard to make the counter argument that David Moyes does rate Areola. I mean, I just don't think... I don't say he thinks he's crap. And I think we all think Areola's pretty good. But I think it's really... The longer it goes on, the harder it is to make the case that Areola will be our keeper next season. And I haven't thought for... I think after about 5 or 6 games, I thought, this guy's just not going to be our keeper for next season. I've thought for a while we'll be after Sam Johnson. It just seems the natural thing. And he just doesn't play him. He doesn't play him. What's the case? Actually, yeah, okay. No, he really likes Areola. He just doesn't play him. Absolute nonsense. 100 grand a week? Nonsense. And I'll tell you what, if I was that board, the new board, and David Moyes said at the end of the season, I want you to make the transfer permanent, I'd be turning around and saying, hold on, Davey boy. You want us to fork out basically £15 million for his transfer fee, another £25 million in wages over the next 5 years. Basically, you want to spend £40 million on a player you ain't been playing. We've been paying him £100,000 a week as it is. You're not using him. I'm not so sure. I think they'd have a point as well, quite honestly. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. It's an upbeat transfer rumours show. I'm telling you what we're not going to do. The other one is that definitely deserves a shout here is AFC Bournemouth's Lloyd Kelly. Heavily linked with this guy. Been in excellent form. But it's just got one of those stories. Look, whilst I do think there are transfer deals to be done in January, and I think we can prove that by the transfer deals we've done in January, I think there's some that just don't get done in January. And Bournemouth, what are they, first or second in the Championship? Riding high, doing well. New manager, just going well for them this season, isn't it? Really, and I can't see it. Why would they? They don't need to. I mean, maybe it might appeal to him. It's a big jump up for him, but it would cost a lot of money. And it doesn't make any financial sense for us. Why would we fork out a lot of money on a centre-back where there's two really good ones that can either be got in the summer for free or now for a lot cheaper? And let's be fair, seasoned Premier League defenders who we know, think what you want about Tarkowski. He comes in, he fits in the team. He's going to be good. He knows that he's a proven Premier League performer. He got into the England team whilst playing in the Premier League. Lloyd Kelly is all promise, and he looks really, really good. But you know what David Moyes is like? You know, come on, we've got two centre-backs full of promise. So overall, I've not been bowled over by these. I've not been bowled over by these rumours. It has to be said. I think out of all of them, the Sam Johnston one is the most believable. I mean, also don't rule it out. Some of these transfers come left of field. They really do. But do not forget, not all of these can be nonsense. Not all of these can be BS. Don't forget, as quiet as Moyes has kept a lot of the transfers, we all heard about Zuma and Areola a long time before it happened. We were talking about them for well over a month. So, you know, obviously not everything can be kept quiet. Anyway, as I say, please do enjoy your new year. Have a lovely new year. I hope I haven't brought it down by saying we're not going to sign anyone. I think we really will. I really believe we're going to sign players. Just not sure it's those particular ones.
Goldie, Brady, Sully, Horsevich, Jack the Junior, Sully, Goldie's mate, Kretinsky, Horsinski, and Jack Jr. Don't forget about Goldie's son-in-law.